Hello everyone, and I hope you're ready to unweird another mystery. Now hold up, unlike Fist of Awesome, this one isn't just a weird shitpost. I'm talking about Kageki, a beat-em-up I play with startling frequency. It's about 30 minutes long, and a lot of people seem to dislike it and consider it too difficult, but it's really all about basic timing. So in Kageki, you progress up floors and defeat a bunch of henchmen, either using your jabs or straights. It's a 3-button game. You can jump, which acts as a dodge, and you can jab, or you can use your straight. I often only play the game using my straight. Now, the benefit to the straight, of course, is that it deals more damage, and it takes fewer hits to knock your enemy over. The downside to the straight is that it has quite a wind-up, and unlike Fist of Awesome, the characters move in a fashion that's actually kind of difficult to pin down, so it's not as simple as just standing in one spot and waiting. Although if your timing is perfect, you may be able to get away with doing just that. The enemies don't move as erratically as they do in other classic beat-em-ups, but they move erratically enough that just using the straight is difficult, especially with the wind-up and the fact that you essentially have to make sure the enemy walks into your fist for it to connect properly. If they get too close, they'll simply knock you out of your straight entirely. This means if you want to use your straight and only your straight, you have to make a lot of minor adjustments while you play. It goes the same for bosses, though the bosses move a lot more erratically and quickly than normal enemies. That being said, you can take down the bosses the same way, by carefully spacing yourself from the enemy and pressing the button at just the right time so they walk into your fist, but don't walk too fast to actually take you down. So yes, you can in fact beat Kageki using only the straight. You don't have to use the jab at all. In fact, you can just get rid of that button entirely if you like, but as you just saw, using the jabs can sometimes have its advantages, because if I used my jabs right there, I wouldn't have gotten annihilated like that. But I didn't use my jabs because I find this game to be kind of easy. I've played it so much, and every time I play the game, I try to only use my straights. That being said, if you're playing the game normally, whenever you jump around the enemy, either above or below them, you can use your jabs while jumping to throw them off guard. And that can be very useful. There are a few things that separate this game from Fist of Awesome. One of them being that, as was already discussed, the enemies move more erratically, so you have to pace yourself and keep your distance from the enemy more consistently, making a lot of minor adjustments. Another thing is that the straight has a much better wind-up to it. And in addition, although the straight has a longer range than most of your enemies' attacks, it has to connect perfectly or it just doesn't count. Perhaps the largest benefit this game has over Fist of Awesome, though, is the fact that it's only 30 minutes long. Like, a run only takes 30 minutes. Fist of Awesome takes around 80 to 90 minutes to complete. And it's just not nearly as satisfying or enjoyable, and the enemy variety is, you know, less than this Genesis game that came out years and years ago. So yeah, I actually like Kageki, and I would recommend fans of beat-em-ups try it. Because, you know, you've only got 30 minutes to lose. But yes, you can beat Kageki using only the straight. I have done so many times.